Many housing problems, too many landlord and tenant issues today, not because we broke the law, but because we are ignorant of it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Everyday Law with Joyonuhmark. This week we're going to be speaking on understanding tenancy and rent agreement in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have different types of tenancy, ranging from tenancy at will, weekly tenancy, monthly tenancy, quarterly tenancy, and yearly tenancy. Each of these tenancies has their duration, and this duration determines how much notice is to be given to you before you are asked to leave the premises. For tenancy at will and weekly tenancy, you are entitled to a week notice to quit. For monthly tenancies, you are entitled to a month notice to quit. For quarterly tenancies, you are entitled to 3 months notice to quit. For a yearly tenancy, you are entitled to 6 months notice to quit. Your landlord cannot just show up and lock your door. Eviction in Nigeria requires due process. A notice to quit depending on the type of tenancy, as I explained earlier. Then a second notice, which is known as a 7 days notice of owner's intention to recover possession. After the second notice, if the tenant still refuses to leave, the landlord is to get a court order for possession before evicting such tenant from the premises. Anything short of this is illegal eviction, and the law frowns at it. The law frowns at a landlord resorting to self-help. If the landlord resorts to self-help, he has committed an infraction of your right, and this can render him liable in trespass. These procedures are governed by the Recovery of Premises Act in the FCT and other states, and in Lagos State is governed by the Lagos State Tenancy Law. Let's talk about increment of rent. Can a landlord increase his rent? Of course, a landlord can increase his rent, but a reasonable and fair notice must be given before increment can be implemented. The law frowns at sudden hikes in rent and also considers it unlawful. Take note that the caution fee that you pay at the beginning of the tenancy is to be refunded. It is not a gift to the landlord, as long as damages are not being made to the property and then you are not indebted to the landlord. Your caution fee is refundable. If your landlord refuses to refund it, it is unlawful. You can take legal action against him. Before you rent an apartment, ensure that you have a written tenancy agreement. That document protects you and your landlord. It defines your rights. It defines the notices that is to be given to you in the course of the tenancy. It defines the expiration of the agreement, carries every important details that you're supposed to be aware of in the course of the tenancy. Knowing your tenancy rights isn't rebellion, it is protection. Your rent shouldn't just buy you a roof, it should ensure your peace of mind and your legal safety. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. See you next week on Everyday Law with Joyonuhmark. Bye bye.